Wishing you all a very happy new year. 2023 was the year where we achieved 1000 subscribers on this channel, and thank you so much for that. Thank you so much each and everyone who has subscribed to this channel. But before getting into 2024, let's celebrate 2023. Here are the top 8 to 9 or maybe 10 movies that I thought were absolutely this year. Let's start. Basically, 2023 was a historic year for Hollywood, with the writer strike first, then the actor strike, then production being shut down, then some movies getting postponed to next year. But we also had some big movies hitting the theaters this year as well, like Oppenheimer, Barbie, the big BARBENHEIMER Clash, then Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning getting sandwiched between them two, then Killers of the Flower Moon, and a few other movies as well. It was a very disappointing year for Marvel fans, especially with what happened later this year with Jonathan Majors. But anyways, let's focus on the good things this year. Now let me tell you, it was getting pretty difficult to rank all these movies in order, so I decided to do a tier ranking. We will have 3 tiers: tier 3, tier 2 and tier 1. Starting from the bottom, we'll have tier 3 movies to start with. Now please bear in mind, this is just my list of movies. I understand I might have not seen a lot of movies that came out this year, so here's a job for you. Type in the list of best movies of 2023 according to you in the comment section. I would absolutely love to see your list. Alright, the first movie on a list of the tier 3 movies of 2023 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. The only MCU movie this year which was worthy to watch. We had the classic Guardians of the Galaxy humor, and yes, there was this all farewell taste to the movie, and who can forget the whole rocket plot and his backstory. Too emotional. Up next on the list of tier 3 movies is a movie which was released recently on Netflix named Leave the World Behind. Now it's packed with a star cast consisting of Julia Roberts, Ethan Hawke, Mahershala Ali and even Kevin Bacon, and it's an apocalyptic thriller whose cinematography and editing impressed me the most, and the suspense just builds and builds in the movie. Worth the watch. Definitely check it out on Netflix. Now the next movie on a list is a movie which you might not have seen this year. Now it's an alien invasion movie in which our main character speaks only a couple of words. Yeah, that's right. The climax of the movie made me feel really depressingly satisfied. Now the name of the movie is No One Will Save You. It's only a 90 minutes movie. Definitely give it a try. It is available on Hulu or Disney Plus Hotstar. Now let's climb up to the ladder of tier 3 movies. Now I have listed 4 movies in this list. We'll start with Killers of the Flower Moon. Martin Scorsese with another powerful cast delivers a devastatingly beautiful movie. In a good way, obviously. Now the movie was very difficult to watch for me and witness the horrors that happened in the Osage Nation with Lily Gladstone. Lily Gladstone just stole the show from every other actor in this movie. Brilliantly done. Now we have another Netflix movie on a list. It's a survival thriller movie. It's a movie in which we have a pregnant woman with a husband trying to flee a country illegally. Some circumstances force them to separate and the pregnant woman gets stuck on a container and the container falls in the sea. Yes, that happened. Now it is definitely an adult movie with some frontal nudity scenes and all, and there are some very horrifying scenes as well which might make you throw up. But alright, after this sad movie, let's move to Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Yes, it may not be the best Mission Impossible movie, but well, it's a high-octane action movie nonetheless. The airport scene was tense, then the car chase with Hayley Atwell was just beautiful to watch, and boy oh boy, Tom Cruise, that stunt, and after that stunt we followed up with the whole train sequence that was just... So let's look at our last movie in the list of tier 2 movies. It's a movie made by 2 friends, and it's a movie I have watched twice this year. It's a movie directed by Ben Affleck starring his best friend Matt Damon. Now the name of the movie is Air. You can watch it on Amazon Prime Video. Now it's a very nicely made movie focusing on how Nike signed Michael Jordan in a deal which literally revolutionized the sports culture. Bear in mind, Michael Jordan himself said publicly that he will do a deal with anyone but Nike, and even after this, how Nike got him was inspirational. It's a story of persistence, resilience and a very well made movie. Definitely give it a try. Alright then, before going to the list of the top 3 movies on our list, let's go through some honorable mentions as well. The first is The Killer by David Fincher. This was by far David Fincher's most easiest film to follow and wasn't Fincher's best work, to be honest. Then we have Greta Gerwig's Barbie. Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie did a fantastic job in their highest grossing movie of the year. Alright then, tier 1 movies, here we go. First up is Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. Come on, R-rated movie collected almost $952 million or something. Cillian Murphy just gave his performance of his life. Robert Downey Jr. fantastic, and the whole screenplay. The screenplay, it's a 3-hour long movie filled with drama, but only conversations, packed with conversation, and still Christopher Nolan made it a very interesting movie to watch, and probably a very difficult movie to follow sometimes as well, because so many characters and so many things were happening at the same time. But nonetheless, it was a very, very well done movie, and the end of the movie was. And I remember before the release of the movie, Christopher Nolan said that I want people to discuss about this movie after they watch this movie, and he achieved that with perfection. Everyone was talking about the end of the movie. It was very powerful. Then we have John Wick Chapter 4. This has to be on this list. A fourth movie of the very much celebrated franchise. You have got Keanu Reeves fighting just everyone. There is a lot of bloodshed, and the two scenes in particular were so beautifully done. First one is obviously the climax scene of the stairwell. That fight scene, he goes up, then he comes down, he again goes up. Very, very great. And of course, my favorite scene from that movie was the whole long action sequence which was shot from top. That is just top class. And the best movie of the year is an animated movie, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Now, I'm not saying that it is the best movie, but yeah, it's among the top 3 best movies of this year. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I'm a Spider-Man fan, first of all. You can see a little Spidey back there. But man, this movie was just something else. And there were a ton of Spider people, and that end. What a powerful way to end a movie, a 2-parter movie. That suspense, very well done. I absolutely loved it. Now please do me a favor and go down in the comment section and at least type in 5 movie names which you thought were the best in 2023. Thank you so much for watching, and again, have a very happy and healthy new year.